Hello, I'm Dr Gareth and I'm a puzzle and brain training author. But in this video I'm not writing puzzles, I'm having a look at this. The amazing safe from iDventure or iDventure. I'm not unclear exactly which one it is meant to be. But anyway, they're a German company, I think. And they make loads of different puzzle boxes, beautiful wooden puzzle boxes. Now this is a very simple one. A lot of their boxes are way more complicated than this. But I thought since I haven't done one of their puzzle boxes before, I'd start with one which I think is simple. I haven't tried it. The reason I think it's simple is partly because it doubles as a money box, but also because it says on the back, playtime is 10 to 20 minutes. Now, I'm not quite clear how this works, so I better read the text. Amazing Safe combines a money box with a maze puzzle lock and is designed to keep your money amazingly safe. Very good. To open the safe, you have to play the marble maze game. I wonder if that pun works in the German version. If you wish to use the safe as a gift box, you can use a quick way to open the box. Fine. Use a coin to activate the maze. If you fail, you need another coin. Okay, I might need to get through a lot of coins. I don't know whether these will fit because I haven't opened it yet, but I have got a stack of British 10p pieces here, which I shall hopefully use for this. Yeah, it'll fit €1, $1, 100 yen. Nothing about British money, so okay, we'll see. 23 to 27 millimeters. Okay, well I could quickly verify whether this coin fulfills that. Yeah, it should be exactly the right size. Good. To fill the safe with coins, use the slot to the left from the wheel, as shown. You can put other small objects into the safe using the quick opening. Fine. Let's have a look at the actual thing. So I have genuinely not opened this before. Interesting. So we have a box there's a piece of paper underneath. Let's just pull that out too, which is clearly in German. Maybe it's in English on the other side. Yes, thank you for choosing our puzzle box. You can find instructions for opening the box. This is if you want to open it in advance and give it to someone as a gift with a present inside. So fine. Now, what have we got? This is the top view, which has got a perspex sheet with a 2-layer maze inside, I think, because I think there is one layer of maze in the perspex, if you can see that. I don't know how well you can actually see that. And then another layer of maze beneath. And some things that turn, perhaps. Okay, and then on the front face, we have... Okay, it says start, and there's a picture of a ball. Oh, it's the ball bearing, perhaps. So can we see it? We can see a ball bearing at the back there. Perhaps I need to get a ball bearing here by putting the coin in here. All right. And then does this turn? It turns anti-clockwise that far. And clockwise the... Okay, so I can turn it, what's that? That's a quarter turn. I can turn it just between a quarter and a half turn. And there's symbols around the outside. Ah, and there's a lock symbol here, which suggests... Well, I don't know what it suggests. I'm trying to unlock something. And then on this face... There's quite a lot going on here, isn't there? On this face, there is clearly, that looks like a spring or resistor or something here. And there's a hexagon and a circle cut out. Oh, and these turn together. And on this side, 2 more perspex wheels with cutouts behind. This turns freely, I think. Does it visibly interact with anything there? I don't think so. And on this side, it turns a certain amount, but not all the way. And clearly there are notches here, which can be lined up, and then there are these key light cutouts and these explosion light cutouts. And finally, on this, well, not finally, because I still haven't looked. Okay, there's nothing on the bottom except their website. So finally, on this face, there is what looks like a little submarine or something here, a chest maybe, and an arrow. It doesn't move by itself. So I guess the first thing to do is to put a coin in, see what happens. So presumably this should be standing upright when I do this, but I will first of all drop that in there. Oh, look, it goes around with a wheel. Ah, and now here's a ball. Perhaps. So the question is, can I now solve this as a maze by rolling this back and forth? Or is that ball bearing trapped again? Okay, I think I've trapped the ball bearing again. So I think I need to put another coin in. So I put the coin in. I rotate this. Oop, to rotate this back, the coin drops in. Oh, and take the coin back out. Rotate this all the way back, put the coin in, now it fits in and I can rotate it round. And you probably saw that move. So I need to solve this as a marble maze, I guess. Oh, I've just dropped it back into the chute. No, it's still there. So it's quite confusing because I can hear the coin sliding around his side. I think I may have lost the marble again. Do I have to do something before I start? Oh, no, it's there. It's still here. How do I get the marble out of that section? So perhaps I need to turn this to get the marble through. So the marble's against there. If I turn this, what happens? It's jumping it around. Is there some way of freeing? Oh, look, there we go. It's gone into it, hasn't it? Can I now rotate it some way to make it move? No. There is a notch there. I feel like once it drops into the notch I should be able to turn it back this way, but it's ratcheted, so it will only turn one way. This turns one way as well, it's ratcheted. There's a picture of a skull here, I hadn't seen that, so I don't want to drop in this hole, clearly. So right now I have the ball bearing stuck in a chute here, and no idea what to do with it. Perhaps that's where it's meant to be, and what I need to do is get it out here when I put the coin in. So perhaps if I rotate this like that and have it here, and then put the coin in, can I make it now rotate through the other slot? Aha! I've done it now, haven't I? I've got started. Aha! So the ball bearing is now in the maze, and I can rotate it round, and that's stuck there. Now can I get it in here like I was looking at? Will it pop into here if I rotate it and then go through more of the maze? Yes, it's in there now, right? Now can I keep it going? Will it pop out? No, I can do that to get it round. Oh look. Oh, now it's on the lower level of the maze. So there's an arrow here, can you see that? It won't go through there, I don't think, so perhaps it has to go through here. Is there something I can use to pick it up on here? Yes, I can move it round. Can you see that moving? So perhaps I need to line the marble up with a hole. There's a hexagon and a circle. Let's try the hexagon. So can I get it to drop into yes. Oh, it's dropped into the hexagon hole. So now I have it here. Okay, so the rattling sounds are quite distracting, but they're the coins inside. So I can rotate this round, and you might think I need to line that up with the bottom. Oh, it's come out somewhere. It's come out where it already was, so that's no use. Let's just rotate it so it doesn't fall out. If I have that lined up with that, it doesn't actually fall out at that point. This looks like a spring, doesn't it? I think that suggests there's a spring here. Is that on a spring? And look, it has up and down arrows. Oh look, it's suggesting I spin it this way. It's put it back on the top layer of the maze. Okay. Great, and now we'll buy this thing here. Okay, so I finally understand how this works. There are a series of manipulations around the outside to get the ball moving. So if I line it up with a hole, so I can line it up, it's gone into a hole here, it's gone into this explosion symbol. Do I put those together? Maybe, oh, I've lost it again. Well, I got it into the next bit of the maze, but I don't think that helps, because this is a dead end. So let's get it back into the explosion, there we go. Now if I can get the two explosions together on this side, presumably I can transfer it between them, like that. Now there were two explosions, why? But just one of them is sufficient to get it into this bit of the maze, right? Okay, that drops down to there. At this point, I want to avoid that, don't I? The skull here. So presumably it needs to go to the right. And then will it rotate again? It won't do anything when it's there. Have I done this incorrectly then? If I drop it into the skull, what happens? Let's just see. Oh, nothing. The skull doesn't do anything. What if I turn this? Does that move it out the skull? No? No, I don't see that the ball bearing's heavy enough for its presence on the skull to have any significant effect. So where am I trying to get it to? Oh, the corner here, because there's a padlock symbol there. So presumably this will move once the ball bearing's in it or some such. So how would I get it over there? Can it flip off here? Loose? No. So I feel it needs to come out the top of here, but then drop down and go over here. Perhaps this skull simply means that once it's in this section it's stuck. Okay, let's get it back out of there. And now I'm going to bring it back up to the top layer if I can, which may not be possible. So I think there's a little bit, can you see those three lines? I think that makes this drop down one way. I think the weight of the ball bearing plops it down through there to the layer below, but then you can't pop it back up. If I'm interpreting this correctly, because I've tried to turn it upside down to get the ball bearing back up and it won't go back up. Oh, can I make it? Oh, maybe here I have to do this. I can drop it into here, can't I? I can then rotate it back to the beginning. So perhaps the skull simply means that you get to there, you have to start again. Right, get another 10p piece. Make sure that the ball bearing is lined up at the front here. And is that right? No. Turn this all the way clockwise before I start. There we go. Okay, the ball is in the maze, and I know from experience that I need to get it into this wheel here, and then release it into the next bit of the maze by turning this. That goes to here. Now it can drop into a hole, and once this is lined up with a spring, like that, I can catapult it onto the layer above. That's very clever. And then roll it over to here. Now we're back to these wheels. So let's get it to drop into a slot on the wheel. I don't know if it matters, but that's an explosion one, like before. Now if I put it into this explosion here, oh, it won't turn anti-clockwise. It will only turn clockwise, and perhaps it won't go far enough. Let's try it. Yes, that will only go to there, and I want it to go to here. Okay. So the problem is I need to get it into... Ah, I see the problem. So I need to release it in here, then transfer it to there and move it further across. Okay, fine. So let's try and do that. So here's the ball. Now move that to here. So I've released it. So I've released it on this one, and I tilt it to the other one and get it back in, which is what I didn't do the first time. And then I can rotate it over to the corner here. Yes, there it is. It's in the corner. There. Now if I line it up with this and pull that up into that, I'll put it up into that hole there. Ah, now it's in there. See, the ball bearing is now in here. Can you see it there? You can see it from the outside. Oh look, now this is nice. It's right by the ship. Oh, well, it is if I tilt it back. Right, it's by the ship. So what can we do now? If I rotate this, does that affect the ship? No. Oh, I can take this out. This comes out. Oh, that's it, I think. I think I've done it. That's the latch that opens the box. Yes, okay, fine. And when it's there, this acts as a latch to open and close the box. And so we're done. We're solved. And here is all the money I've put in. Well, solving. And it's lovely. It's actually a big space in there, isn't it? Well, there we go. That wasn't that hard. I made it hard. But what a beautiful little box. So that is the amazing safe. And it is an amazing safe from iDventure. And clearly, I reckon anyone could solve that with a little bit of time. It just takes a bit of thought to work out how it goes on. I was a little bit thrown because I've looked at other puzzle boxes before where you have to solve other bits separately. So I don't know why I was thinking this. I was thinking these bits might act separately to the maze, but that was silly. Clearly they are ways of getting the ball across the maze. And it's all very, very clever, very logical. And I think just the right, perfect level of difficulty. What a lovely little thing that is. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And if you haven't yet liked this video, I'd love it if you did. That would be great. If you've got any comments or if you've tried this yourself, it'd be lovely to read your comments down below. That would be great. And if you're wondering where Laura was this video, because I normally do these videos with Laura, she's on holiday this week, but she'll be back next week. So until I or Laura see you in a future video, all that remains is me to say take care and goodbye.